Hello guys, welcome to Football Talks HD.
So today we are going to discuss about the UEFA Champions League round of 16 draws and we are going to give our predictions on them.
Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so first up we have Lazio
So
versus Bayern Munich. So what do you think about that sort of?
like this is very obvious that I'm going to choose Bayern Munich because they are literally dominating every competition and every team.
Yeah, that's true. But
And
Lazio also have been performing very good in the Serie A as well as in the Champions League last season. But let's
yeah,
let's let's hope that they do good against Bayern Munich.
yeah, I can just hope that they give a good fight to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I mean, Immobile, if he's the only one who can save Lazio, to be honest, because Lazio needs
Yeah,
goal to beat Bayern Munich,
yeah,
and it's gonna be difficult one.
yeah.
So
So what do
what's
you think the aggregate score will be?
okay? So aggregate score, I think it would be in favor of Bayern, and the score would be like 6-2, 6-2. I think.
Mm. I also have like a nearby score. I think the score line is gonna be favorable to Bayern Munich,
Yeah.
and the score line is gonna be 5-2.
Okay, so that's what we said. We expect a lot of goals from Bayern. The only way
Yeah,
Lazio can win is to score goals. So let's see what the next matchup is.
yeah.
So it's Sevilla versus Dortmund.
Dortmund,
What do you think about
one of
that?
the most interesting matches of round of 16.
Yeah, actually,
Two
it's
very
the
well
most
balanced
interesting.
team.
Yeah, Sevilla last time won the Europa League, so they have a lot
Yeah,
of experience in this European competition.
yeah.
And I
E-
mean Dortmund as well.
Even in the
They yeah.
Even in the UEFA Super Cup, Seville was performing really good. They gave a good fight to Bayern Munich, only
Yeah,
losing by
actually.
like one goal, 2-1
Yeah, yeah.
score line. And
Yeah,
that is very good.
they have been performing very well in the La Liga as well. I mean, not the
Yeah,
performance that you I mean typically expect, but still they're doing very good. They're a tough
yeah, they're doing
competitor.
good.
And
Yeah,
I mean, if you talk about Dortmund on the other hand, they're also doing quite brilliant. I mean, if you look at the group stage this year, they were phenomenal.
yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, Erling Haaland has to play an important role for Dortmund. He's injured at the
Yeah,
time, and I think he's expected to
but
come back that time. But let's see.
yeah, he's expected to return at early Jan, and the match is in like mid-Feb, so he has plenty of time to get his sharpness back.
Yeah, so
So
what do you think about the score?
I really do think it's gonna be high scoring match and a really close one.
Okay,
And I'm gonna go in favor of Seville, four
okay,
to
Seville.
three.
4-3 goals.
Yeah, it's gonna be high goal scoring match.
Look, but I think it's gonna be a low scoring match. I'm going to be honest. I think it's gonna be a low scoring match. And only if Haaland can score a lot of goals, that's the only way that it's gonna be high scoring. But from Seville, I don't think they can score high goals. I think it's gonna be Borussia Dortmund for me, and it's gonna be like 3-1, maybe. Yeah, 3-1. 3-1 is going to be the score
Okay,
in favor
okay.
of Borussia Dortmund. So let's go ahead with the next matchup, and it's FC Porto versus Juventus. So what do you say about that, Saurabh?
Ooh. Like I think Juventus are going to win because they are just a better team. They have Cristiano Ronaldo, Paulo Dybala. Like they just have the better team, I think.
Yeah, talking
But
about Ronaldo, he's going back to his own country in Portugal to play this
yeah,
match, and I think
yeah,
in Portugal he's more powerful. Actually, it's its own country. Like he's so powerful
yeah,
in all the countries, but in Portugal he's also very good. And I
yeah,
think Juventus have the upper hand, and it's going to be clear that Juventus are going to win this one. I mean, there's no chance Porto's
yeah,
beating them. It would be one of the biggest setbacks in the round of 16 if Porto somehow managed to beat them. So, what do you think
yeah.
about the score?
I think the score is gonna be 4-1 on aggregate.
to Juventus, right?
Yeah, for Juventus.
I think this match is going to go high score for sure, and it's going to be like 6 goals to 1 for Juventus. I'm going for a high score game.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Juventus who are going to win with the 6 goal. So let's go ahead with the next match. Okay,
Man
it's
City.
Borussia Mönchengladbach and Man City. So what do you think about that?
I think this one is also, pretty it's like Man City have the better team, the better balance, like they have the
Yeah,
upper hand here.
but
And
I think
Borussia, like they
yeah.
aren't performing that good in the Bundesliga too.
And I think Borussia Mönchengladbach played very well in the group stages. They had like they had the most difficult group in the this year's round of
Yeah,
in this year group stage. They had Real Madrid, Inter Milan, and Shakhtar as well. So they did perform very well to qualify, and I think it's going to be a good match because Man City, to be honest, have not been scoring that often, and that has
yeah,
led to problems. Yeah. So what do
like
you
it's
say?
gonna be a good match. Like
Yeah, of course, for
I
sure.
think I really think Man City are going to win. 3 to
Yeah,
1 aggregate. It's not gonna be that high scoring that you expect from Man City
yeah,
because they
actually,
aren't just scoring that many goals
yeah, that's a big
recently.
problem for them. I mean, if they can't score enough goals, which they have been doing, and if Borussia take the benefit of this, they can actually win and beat Man City in the round of 16.
Yeah,
And look, I'm going to go with the obvious one. I mean, it's going to be Man City because
yeah.
we need
I'm
to go
also
for
going with the
that.
Peps man.
Yeah, that's going to be a very big setback if I mean Gladbach beat them in reach the quarters.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Man City for 4-2 goals. That's what I
Mm,
think.
okay.
Okay, so should we go to the next match?
Yeah,
Here
for
it
sure.
is. Okay, so this one is a big
Okay.
match. This is the one
Barcelona versus
everyone's
PSG.
yeah, this is the one which everyone is waiting for. PSG
Messi
and
versus Neymar.
Barcelona. Yeah, that's the biggest highlight
Yeah,
for
that's
this
the
match.
main headline.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very great match. I mean, after so many years, they're going to play against each other, Messi
Yeah.
and Neymar. So, what do you think about the score
I really
and your
do think
predictions?
it's gonna be a close match,
Of course, I mean,
and
this is the most toughest match I think in the round of 16 for both the teams.
Barcelona, even though they are not playing that good,
Hmm.
like they are not that balanced right now, but I still think they will put up a good fight because right now they are showing like a little bit of consistency.
Yeah.
They are, um, getting more and more balanced day by day.
Yes.
And PSG, I think they have a really good squad, and
Yeah.
I really do think PSG are going to go through to this. Like they have the more
Okay.
balanced team, and I really think they are going to go through with an aggregate score of 4-2.
Okay, so you make it clear that PSG are going to go through from this match. But
Yeah,
look, I mean, all the Barcelona is not performing, and you know what? I think that Barcelona will perform in this match. I think maybe Leo Messi will score the goals and everything, and
yeah,
I think
like
he needs to carry the team. It's the only way they can get through this match. Otherwise, they're struggling a lot.
like the thing is against teams like PSG, like the big teams, like the better teams,
Yeah,
you can't depend on a single player, man.
yeah,
You have to be
that's true. I mean,
like a
yeah,
team spirit should be there. The whole
yeah.
team needs to perform, and I think they can perform good
But
if
I think
Pedri, Ansu
Messi is
Fati, all the
the
youngsters
yeah.
step up.
Yeah, it's Messi who's the most important in this match for Barcelona, of course,
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
mean, if he doesn't perform, he doesn't create chances and even scores goals, I think it's going to be very difficult. So,
yeah.
I think Messi is going to do what he does the best. So, it's going to be Barcelona. I favor upon PSG. It's going to be 3 goals to 2 for Barcelona, but I think.
Okay.
PSG not going through. So let's go to the next match. It's Atalanta versus Real Madrid. So what do you think about that?
Um, I really have to say, like Real Madrid also, like they haven't been they haven't been that consistent.
Yeah,
And
actually.
Atlanta too, like the previous season they were performing good in the Serie A and everything, but right now, like they aren't performing that good in Serie A. Like they are not even in the top four.
Yeah, you expect a lot from Atalanta after the
Yeah,
last year's
yeah, like
performance.
they are a really interesting side, and
Yeah,
I
actually.
expect more from them.
They did reach the quarters last year against PSG. They were not, but they have the potential to beat big teams. We saw it the last season in the Champions League and
Yeah,
in the
even
Italian
against
league as
PSG,
well.
they
They are
gave a
doing
good
very well.
fight to them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good match, but I have to go for Real Madrid in this one. I'm a
Yeah,
Madrid
me
fan
too.
as well. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing fair with that or not, but I think Real Madrid do have an upper hand on Atalanta, and
Yeah,
I favor them upon Atalanta. And I
like
think
Real
it's
Madrid have been performing against good sides,
yeah,
and
actually,
they are like they have lost to like the teams they should not have lost to, and
yeah.
in the big games they have stepped up and
Actually,
won the
Atalanta
game.
is one of that team in which they don't
Yeah,
want to, lose or maybe do bad performance. So
yeah.
I think Real Madrid will go through to the quarters, and the score is going to be 4-3. I think for Real Madrid, it's going to be close. I mean, but still, Real are going to win.
I also think Real Madrid are going to go through, and the score line will be more like um, 3-2.
Yeah,
I
also,
think so.
yeah, we do expect Real to win, but that's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
That's going to be a close race. So let's go to the next matchup. Okay, so Chelsea Football Club against Atletico Madrid. Okay, this is a very good match. I
Okay.
mean, one of the most balanced match. Both the teams look very very equal. So what do you have
Yeah.
to say about this?
See, I have to say, like Chelsea are a club that have, been very active this recent transfer window, and they have
Yeah,
bought a lot of new players in their starting 11.
yeah,
And Atletico Madrid, like they are doing well in La Liga. They have a very well experienced team and manager,
yes, of course.
and like it's really well balanced. But I do think like Atletico have the upper hand here because of their experience, and like Chelsea's, first 11 is just not, that ready. Like Timo Werner too, like he's
Yeah,
settling. Kai Havertz is settling.
yeah.
Like,
Timo Werner
you
hasn't
know,
scored for the last, I think, 8 matches for Chelsea, and that's very very
yeah,
sad for the Chelsea fans because
yeah.
he's the
But
one who
still,
has to carry the strike.
Yeah, yeah. If even if the Timo Werner is not scoring, he's assisting, and I think it's good, because he's, he's in England, like a different climate, different surroundings. So I think it's gonna take time for him to settle in, and I really do think this time Atletico Madrid are gonna go through with a score
Yeah,
of like 4-2 or 3-1. I think 3-1 will be the more, you know,
yeah. Actually,
the
last year
score
too,
line I
they were
prefer.
drawn against a Premier League team in the round of 16, and that was Liverpool, and we all know what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
So this match is against Chelsea. It's a different match for sure, and I think Atletico can go through. I think yeah, it's actually Atletico Madrid who I think will go through because they have a good squad as you said, and I think they'll go through because Chelsea I think just choke in the big matches. That's what Chelsea is. They
Okay,
either win against big teams and lose against the small ones, or do the vice versa. So I think it's going to be Atletico Madrid, and the score line would be 3 goals to 1. I think it's the similar score line you
okay,
predicted, but I think that's the real score line. Atletico going through from this
okay,
match. Let's go to the next match.
okay.
Okay, RB Leipzig versus Liverpool FC. Okay, sort of. So
Oh,
what's your say about this?
like it will be the battle of the two German managers.
Yeah,
One has, really compiled a good team of RB Leipzig.
yeah,
RB Leipzig is like a very recent club, and
yeah,
it's like seeing its status and its winnings and
yeah,
everything. Like it has done good in the recent history. Like
yeah. Actually, though.
and Liverpool, they are a really good team. You
Yeah,
know,
Liverpool, I mean, they won the Premier League, they won the Champions League last to last
yeah.
year, and I mean, they are the club in form. And even in the
And
recent
how
times,
can
they've been doing very well, except Van Dijk injured. So I mean, although
yeah,
Van Dijk is injured, they have been performing well in the Premier League as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And
Even though with all the injuries, they have performed really well.
yeah, and if
So
you look at RB Leipzig, so I mean, RB Leipzig have given very good competition in the Bundesliga. And even after the
yeah,
exit of Timo Werner, they have been able to, create their goal scoring chances, score brilliant goals, and the team is doing very well. And
yeah,
even last year they
definitely.
reached the semis against PSG, they were knocked, and I think it's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
What do you think
So
about the
who do you think
scoreline?
is gonna win?
Okay, so let's start with me. Okay, I'll give my prediction first. I think You know, I do love how Leipzig play. I know Liverpool are a very good side. They're going to be the one who, everyone thinks will have the upper hand. But I think Leipzig can do a big upset like Liverpool were upsetted last year by Atletico. I think this time this would be RB Leipzig, and the score line would be like 3 goals to 1 for RB Leipzig.
See, I also really think that RB Leipzig are gonna go through this.
Okay.
And like the major favorite is Liverpool only.
Yeah, actually.
But like against a big team like RB Leipzig, they are gonna miss like players like Van Dijk and other good players, that
Yeah.
have been injured, you know.
Yeah. A lot
And
of
I
their
really do think
their
RB
yeah.
Leipzig are gonna take advantage of this situation of Liverpool.
Yeah, although Liverpool have managed to, get the results in their way even after Van Dijk was injured. But I think time is a different feeling. I think I have a different feeling about Liverpool in this
Yeah,
match.
me too.
I think it's going to be Leipzig who are going to go through, and it's very clear that it's going to be a very close match.
Yeah. I
So
think the
let's
scoreline is gonna be more like, um 3-2.
yeah, you
Yeah,
mean
three
that
two.
it's going to go more closer.
Yeah, it's gonna be really close.
So let's end this here. Let's end the predictions here
Yeah.
because we have gone through all the draws and given our predictions.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you guys do agree with the predictions, then do drop a like in the video. And if you think some of our predictions are not as per your thinking, then you can always drop a comment in the comment section. So let's sign off, sort of.
Okay. Thank you.